Alright. So this should work fine. Hopefully. Um. It completely crashed the last time. And I have no idea why. Why would I want... Can I... Why don't you let me select it? I'd be surprised if my monitor doesn't have HDR. Whatever. Like high. You know what? Let me look it up in case. Come on. Stop being fucking slow. Wake. Recommended specs. $2060. Okay. I should be fine. Even Taylor's computer. I have like a 3070 or some shit. All right. I've been waiting for this for years. I've had a shitty day. I almost was going to drink today, but decided not to. It is the 13th today. Well, at 1 in the morning. So. Okay, so seeing how loud I am. I'm going to turn the game down just a little. Hopefully that'll be fine. Let me adjust some stuff here. Graphics. What is this resolution? Yes. 853 by 480. That is insane. Is there a reason not to? I like when they show like how much VRAM you're using. That is nice when they do that. Oh, why would I want to reduce that? Hyperacusis filter? I'll keep that on. I mean, I do have tinnitus and hyperstenosis. Can set that off like a motherfucker. Yeah, we'll do speaker names. Yeah, why not? Sure. Nudity. I'll go keep that off, but how much nudity is there in? There's none, even close in the last game. So I guess I'll have to see. Okay. That almost looks way thicker than just a windbreaker, but the top does make it look like a thick-ass raincoat. Default. What the? Default, bitch. Oh, I try to have the deluxe, whatever. I'm recording audio, right? Yeah. I don't need any of my stuff looking crazy. Alright, well. Let's fucking do it, I guess. I'm excited. I'm gonna do normal. Going since 2012 was when I played it.
Back to the beginning. We all come to a story with hopes and expectations, looking for an answer. Sometimes it would be better to live with that hope without ever knowing the full story. In a horror story, there are only victims and monsters.
Am I supposed to do something?
And the trick is not to end up as either. But trapped by the genre, we are all ripped to pieces along the way. This is not the story I hoped it would
I'm
be.
looking at something sideways, aren't I? Yeah.
This is not the ending I wanted. This story will eat us alive. This story is a monster. And monsters wear many faces.
It's a hairy motherfucker. Mostly. Am I controlling this guy? What the no way. Who the fuck am I? I can kind of make out his face a little bit. Bro, how do they get me in this game? This is my exact body. The fuck, bro? Oh, look at that butt. I'm so excited for this. I don't even know what to do. This is fucking beautiful. Give me a second. I need to close this door. I have it with the hallway light on. To make it a little bit easy to see me, but this game's gonna be dark. All the way. Alright, you probably couldn't even hear anything I said. That's fine. That's way better. The hallway light was open with the door open, or on with the door open. I'm just so excited. Can I sprint? No sprint. Dude, how did they even get me in the game? Y'all can't see it. Same hair. Bald right here. Fucking monkey butt right here. Is it Thomas? No. Ed.
Where'd he go?
Oh my god. I'm so like... Oh, I'm so excited. Like, I'm stupid excited. I'm in kind of a good but shitty mood. I don't want to go in here. This would be a really bad time. Naked, cold, at night. In the... I didn't know there would be full-on jump scares. I guess it makes sense though, but fucking A. There's no way I'm not beating this game though. Like... This is fucking beautiful, man. Like, when I describe shit in D&D and I'm talking about Dark Force at night, this is the shit I'm trying to... Oh, now I can sprint. I'm trying to, like, conjure people's heads. Shuffle, 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 as long as you're making progress. I had the perfect opportunity to look at the guy's face. I didn't even look because I was too concerned. It's Alan Wake, guys. It's my comfort game. Really good level design. I can tell. I mean, it's less that it feels like there's one direction to go, and that I just have to, and that I'm making good choices because of how well. Okay, I should just focus on forward. It's doing the same sound stuff it did before. Like, disconnected sounds behind and around you to scare you more. Look, they'll either help me or kill me, so... Oh! Oh! Ooh! Okay. So I haven't seen any full-on nudity yet, just butts. Butts are fine.
Where's the rest of the stuff? To finish this. What the fuck?
Okay, I'll have to blur that, I guess. Fuck it. No one watches my channel. Who cares? If this somehow becomes a popular channel, even though I'm putting no effort into make it popular, sure, I'll re-edit the video. What the fuck is happening? Oh, that bass sounds so sexy. I want to give my initial thoughts, but I can't.
Hey, kiddo. How are you?
I'm good, Mom. How are you?
This trip might take a little longer than I thought. I'm sorry I've been gone so much lately, Logan.
Oh my god, Mom, it's not your fault people get all murdery.
Is there a little motion blur?
Just work stuff.
Right. Well, Dad and I are just watching the latest episode of Night Springs here. Mom, it's so good.
You know, I never watched Night Springs.
Spoilers. I'll
should
let
really
you
watch
get back
it.
to the show. You were supposed to wait and watch with me. I love you both.
This is what happens when you go on work trips,
Fucking,
Mom.
that's home right there, man.
Love you too. And say hi to Casey. Tell him to stop brooding so much.
I miss the forest when I was in
Okay.
Texas.
I will.
Like I said, I kind of
Bye,
miss the
kiddo.
heat. I didn't know Sam Lake was a main character.
Logan thinks you should try cheering up.
He almost looks like G-Man.
Snarky kid. Wonder where she gets that from.
Oh, and just that Max Payne drip. This is very Twin Peaks.
It can't be a coincidence that another body turns up just as we arrive in town. Feels like the killer's leaving us a message.
I'm glad you're on this case with me, Anderson. It's right up your alley. You should take lead. Think of me as the backup.
Okay. Any words of advice?
Nothing that would cheer anyone up.
Okay, my initial thoughts about what's happening. So I know,
Here we are.
I think it's been a
Cauldron Lake.
couple of years since the incidents of the Ellen
Time
Lake
to get
game.
to work.
Somehow it's not the hiss is control. The whatever the fuck it's called. Some kind of cult has formed around them, is my guess.
A deputy was supposed to be here to show us to the crime scene.
Somehow linked to Deerfest based
There's
on
the
the
car.
masks.
So where's the deputy?
Eaten by a bear. I'll check out that map.
So I should say, all I've done. God, I love that they kept that kind of style for Patrol. All I've seen about this is I've seen the trailer once. I talked to my brother a little bit about it, but he didn't give me any spoilers. He just said at one point he said some of it's a little bit hard. So I'm kind of curious about how I'll do. I felt like a master in the last game, kind of like with how much I could conserve,
Worth
but
memorizing before we get swallowed up by the trees.
it's probably just me being high and silly. Anyway, those are my
Take a
initial
look at
thoughts.
that map.
But I really don't know. Oh, motion blur. I was gonna look at motion blur. Graphics. Fuck off. don't know if I want film grain. Like, certain times I think in ads, like Kane and Lynch, the second one, when they're running naked through the streets of China and you're fighting people, the film game, that was cool because it was like you were a cameraman following them. I'll leave it for now. If I hate it later, I'll take it off. I just hope my computer handles it fine. The game is gorgeous. So beautiful. Okay, good. What? There's something slightly off about his face. Like his eyes, specifically. Ooh.
I think I hear someone. Could be our deputy.
I can...
Is this open world? Also, if a freaking song stuck in my head from Loudermilk. That's actually, I thought was from an artist that wasn't real, but turns out the artist is real, but the character name they give her in that show is not real. But the song is real and it's been out for like 13 years. And it's so fucking good. And apparently, it did terrible, but it's so fucking good. Lizzie, it's You Make Me Feel by Lizzie, and it's, fuck, that song's good. You make me feel, you make me feel, na na na. Okay. Like,
Hey,
give me the button, but I can't actually use the flashlight. Or,
Hey there, Agent Casey, right? Sheriff Breaker said you'd be coming by to take over
no
the
difference.
case.
You're half right. Anderson?
They 100% made him sound very similar to the bad guys.
Saga Anderson. I'll be leading this case. Seems you already know my partner, Alex Casey.
Shoot. Sorry about that, ma'am.
Alex Casey.
I'm Deputy Mulligan. I just figured that, you know, that,
When are those damn vets gonna show up, Mulligan?
Federal agents right here, Thornton. My partner, Thornton, down at the crime scene. He's not what you call the sharpest axe in the shed.
Right here? What do you mean? Are they with you? Oh, shit! They didn't hear me, did they?
I'm trying to look up who Alex Casey, because it sounds really familiar. Books Alan Wake wrote. Isn't that the name of the guy? Yeah. Okay, that's the guy Alan wrote about. Alex Casey. That's this is crime. That's what I was like. It sounds so fucking familiar. Okay, interesting.
What
Yeah,
can
give
you
me a
tell
brief.
us about the crime scene?
Tell them about the heart.
I was getting to that, Thornton. Well, we reckon there are some organs that are currently outside the victim's person when they should be, but you know, inside.
Is this guy like a veteran cop? Like he's been on the force for years? I mean, even if you don't see stuff, you would still know how to report it up, I would feel like. And not sound like just the silliest goose. Does that hurt her neck to turn? It's like this far. A little bit more though. Like her head goes slightly even farther. Maybe it's my fat neck that makes it hard. I don't know. I'm a little high.
Were there any witnesses?
Yeah, a couple out-of-towners. I wonder what they were doing sneaking around the woods at night.
Mention the city folk. It's pretty suspicious.
Not that we have anything against city folk, cried Thornton. But don't worry. Sheriff Breaker took them back to town a while ago.
You get him, Sam.
I want to see the body. How do we get there?
Oh, sure, that's real simple. Just through the hole in the fence, down the hill towards the lake, around the old convenience store. You can't miss it. Everything's been closed since the area was fenced off. The store, the campground, all of it.
Mulligan, tell them I'm here waiting. I'll show them around.
They got it, Thornton.
It's very comical TV-esque. I feel like a person wouldn't actually be doing that, you know? What did I just do?
Are they gone?
Oh, it does an inventory. Interesting. Pistol. Standard issue FBI pistol. Same way, look at moderate stopping power. It's like a Glock of some type. 9 mil. Why only 12? Interesting. Looks like I get a upgrade.
Goddamn city folk always think they know everything. It gets on my fucking nerves.
Oh my god, dude, shut up. Do you
Before
really
we
think
get to
that
the
way?
crime scene, there's
What?
time to review the facts of the case so far.
Okay,
Make sure I'm seeing the clues clearly.
Saga, I'm trying to talk. You're very fucking rude.
The Mind Place.
Oh, okay.
My version of the Mind Palace technique. To sift through clues and work the case. Building
Oh,
the
am I
Mind
gonna have to
Place
look like a
again for
fucking
each
idiot?
case.
I
Using
am.
each field office as a model in my head.
Dude, if I have to do real case solving... So here's the thing. I like to think of myself as clever, but I'm not very smart. The only time I have clever ideas is when I'm like, I think of something so stupid it might work. Especially if it's a video game PvP, but like this is real life stuff too. Like sometimes I'll be like, okay, I have to be the guy asking, have we actually checked to make sure this is plugged into the wall kind of thing. That's the only time I'm clever, is when that works out. When that doesn't, and there's actually something like mysterious or difficult to solve, I'm like, I'm a fucking idiot. Okay. Look at the case board.
Everything we know about the previous murders. Worth taking another look.
Okay. I guess we start from the beginning. Oh, I thought it said preventative. The previous murders. How big are those paw prints? Are those cougar or like bear? I don't know shit about paw prints. Nope. Okay, yeah, I get that, but like, stop fucking jerking me around. Please, yeah, what is that? Okay. Murder method. Slight difference in murders. Bloating only coming out of the bodies, but not cause of death. Test Trump. Why would bloating be the cause of death? Exposure to water post-mortem, question mark? That and, well, if his chest is open, all sorts of bugs and shit, you'd think they would be swarmed by just bugs and other animals. Alright. Bruising on wrists and legs. Yeah, indicates he was strapped down and still alive. That's important. So I don't think you bruise post-mortem. Or maybe only slightly in certain areas. Like if the bruising occurs after you're dead, or would have occurred after you're dead from injuries you receive after you're dead, then it doesn't bruise. Something like that. GBI and chest, heart missing. Okay, I don't know, how did they crack the sternum? Did he do it with that knife? Because then they're really fucking strong. All bodies experience bloating. Indicative of drowning, but only one victim was found in water. Information we don't have that Alan Wake has. He was kind of bloated when he came out of the water and was crawling. So was he just a walking corpse? Victims. All victims reported missing in 2010. No other commonalities. The year the game came out, he looks like a real person. Like they all do, but he looks like someone. Not Clint Eastwood. Who's the other really famous? How do I not? The Duke. God, he was in that movie where he goes to Japan and he's speaking Japanese. He's like, "Arigato, okay, che." He's like known for being Wild West movies, especially. Anyways, he looks like him near his deathbed in a Rain meeting where he's like, "Take it from my cold or dead cold hands," or whatever. Okay, Ted Lane, dentist, stab wounds, bloating, bruising on the wrist. Wendy Davis, teacher, body bloated, large chest wound. Percy Wolf, store owner, bruising, heart move, strange tattoos. Or maybe tattoos he didn't have before. Interesting. Okay. Anything else? Killer profile. Post-mortem tattoo in the body. That's something I've actually never really heard of, to be honest. Like in any video game or murder series. Notice there are common traits. Well, they're all... Well, is she white? At least white passing. They all appear to be cisgendered as well. Look like they originally had dark hair, all of them. Early 30s at the youngest, she could be mid-20s. Oh, hello. 2012. Okay. Huh. That was supposed to be the guy's face? I don't think that really misses. Okay. Well, it doesn't look like there's anything else I can do here. I always like the Mind Palace idea. I can't remember. What was that first movie I saw that in? Was it one that, like, it started out as a, like, scary alien horror movie with weird slug things, and then became really weird and silly because, like, their disabled friend turned out to be an alien the whole time, and it was really weird. The guy that played Lieutenant Winters is in it. There's a few other people I could recognize. The guy that played Earl in My Name is Earl. Whatever movie that was. I remember everyone hated that movie. Is this the way out? Oh, wait, there's something over there to look at. But in that movie, one of the characters had that, and the alien was, like, in their head trying to find the stuff as he was, like, trying to hide certain things in different areas. And I almost want to say slither, because the creatures are very slimmer. Very similar. I don't know, I'm trying to say similar to the ones from that movie. Slither's a good movie. That movie's underrated. I think that movie died as well, or like bombed. But that's like a weird, fucked up comedy.
I see you're already hard at work, Anderson. Close to cracking it?
We're just getting started. Let's head down the hill.
Does
to the crime
not
scene.
pause the game. That's good to know.
Fucking nature. Gives
Fuck,
me a
it's
headache.
beautiful.
There's too much sky.
Skybox is decent. Well, that's okay. This is very... That's a very old-looking skybox. Ah, but it's beautiful. Like, everything next to me is fucking gorgeous. Well, everything is pretty much gorgeous. Just not the skybox. These mountains are pretty, though. Wife's been visiting family. Man, it has really sucked. So many times I'm like, oh, I can't wait to see you so we can...
You putting me in charge.
Bye.
Why now?
Look,
And then I remember.
Anderson, you're a better detective than I am. You've cracked cases that had the rest of us baffled. I don't want to slow you down.
Are you thinking of retiring? You know what happens to cops who say this is their last case.
Real funny, Anderson.
I mean, it is a fucking movie TV trope. How much of a trope is that in real life? I don't know. This is my last day, and then they die or whatever. I'm wondering how close he is supposed to be to the actual book character then that Alan Wake wrote, and how that's gonna fit in. She's fairly young looking. I don't know enough about FBI structure, but it sounds like she's a bad motherfucking detective. She has a mind palace, so she has to be good, right? I'm just
Stairs are out.
curious what
You
her
okay to jump
background is.
down?
I'm not that old.
I hope combat's better, because combat was... It was fun enough once you got used to it, I guess. But it was so simplistic and, like, kind of silly. What's that? Okay. Mirror Peak, the mighty mountain in the distance, is no other than Mirror Peak, the iconic landmark overlooking Cauldron Lake. From the right angle, its beauty will be reflected on the calm surface of the lake, mirrored in all its inverted glory. That seems like... foreshadowing. Am I going to see that mountain instead of all shiny and cool? It's going to be dark and scary with like lightning in the background. I wonder how many of my predictions are going to be true. Probably none, but I so many times we're watching movies. I'm watching a movie with my wife, and I want to say something, but I'm like, I don't want to ruin it in case it comes true, and I'm probably wrong. I swear to God, I have like a 70% fucking hit rate. Okay, so he's going there, so I want to go this way.
I'm gonna go check something out. Be right back.
Got it.
You make me feel... No. Okay, she just, like... I turned her around, but, like, she just stopped walking that direction when I tried to keep going. Oh, I was gonna say, so that person, in Loudermilk, they call her name is Lizzie Poole, and the band is Poole, but she's, a real artist. And she was in Twin Peaks as well, so I'd be curious if she's gonna show up in this, since this is so inspired by Twin Peaks. That looks like something on the ground. That's for me. What is that? Just a colored rock? Mortar Falls. What? Why isn't it reading? Oh, okay. Weird. Mortar Fall. Stop it. Mortar Falls. This powerful feat of nature will revive the spirit as it does a surrender. Like, you have to be super exact on, or maybe not. I don't know. The churning, grinding waters at the bottom of the falls resemble a mortar and pestle. I was thinking mortar like, boom, quite like the one, stop it. Quite like the one the Witch of Cauldron Lake is fabled to have used to travel through the night sky. So Baba Yaga's one of their, which I hadn't heard about. You always hear witches with brooms. Baba Yaga, I believe, is like the Russian counterpart or Eastern European counterpart. But they can be in houses that have like giant chicken legs that get up and walk, or tree houses and the tree legs move. They can also fly around in mortar and pestles. I think that's how it's pronounced. Sam, calm down.
She's still in one piece, Anderson. Forest can be a dangerous place.
Not a bad place to get murdered.
If getting back to nature is your thing.
I guess.
Damn.
First, rather not
Should've
be
brought an
murdered.
umbrella.
I like the rain.
Quaker soul right here.
Around here that feels like home.
You think the local law had the sense to put up a tarp?
If they did, next coffee's on me.
He reminds me so much of G-Man in this game.
Hey!
Deputy Thornton, I take it.
That's me, at your service, ready to get this case solved. Now the body's behind the store. Come on, I'll show you.
I wonder how long the store and stuff, like, because these, like, no longer used tourist trap type things. They're not really in Alan Wake, unless these are the same buildings that weren't, and this is just 2 years or 3 years or how many years overgrowth. Actually, you know what? I'm gonna go like this. I'm gonna look up the year because it's at least 2018 because that one body was found in 2018, right? When does Alan Wake 2 take place? Okay, so it's been like 13 years. Okay. Some suspicious activity spotted. The fielder thought he saw movement in the bushes. The fielder. Footprints around the area were found, but some were compromised by the fielder. Note to self, train the fielder. What the fuck? I think a fielder like baseball. Tuesday, another report. Wednesday, hunters out after dark poachers. Heard some gunshot. None of Mars. Keep an eye out for these people. They could get more than they bargained for out here. Nice, neat writing. Like, did those have the year on it? No, they didn't. Just September. Or March, maybe, if they're doing the date differently. We should just do day, month, year. I don't know why we don't. It makes no sense why we don't. Right, let's look in here. Thought it might be a dead end at best. What? What did I just do? What is this? What? Okay. I don't know what I just did, but I did something. And I can see myself getting scared as fuck while playing this game. I'm excited for the combat. I hope the combat's good. The trailer, they showed very small glimpses, and it was so dark looking. It almost looked like Condemned 2, which I never beat. I only played a little bit at the beginning, and then somehow my copy went missing. And I never bought another one. Some of those games I should probably play sometime eventually. And that one had multiplayer apparently, which sounds fucking awesome. I can't see myself doing a playthrough of the original Condemned, though. It's too tedious. Maybe if I turned it really easy, but then you kind of get rid of the whole fear aspect a lot. It's like you just win every fight, no problem, probably.
Now this is the scene of the crime. We found him on the table. Now he didn't touch nothing, you know, procedures and stuff.
Trying specifically not to look
Thanks,
at his peep.
Deputy.
No tarp. You owe me a coffee.
Okay, let's start by examining our guest.
If that's that same old man,
Does
he's
this fit the
really
MO of
bloated.
the previous murders?
Well, heart's out. Large chest
Step
wound.
1. Examine the corpse.
How? Okay, I'm really trying not to look at the people. Okay, I have to be here.
Body is positioned on the table. Ritualistic.
C allows Saga to see actively the teams we selected. Case board. Okay.
Another body turns up just as we arrive in town. Coincidence?
Or is this not the same old man? It must not be, right? Because that said 2018. Okay. He was just placed. Pop the question. Objectives are viewable on the camera board. Okay. Find evidence. Okay, there's 3 pieces. Cool. Glad I know that there's 3 pieces. Well, that's 1 piece, I guess, is him. I would like to put this evidence in my evidence mind. But instead, I'll just walk all over it. Am I supposed to do something else first? Oh, okay, here we go.
The killer left the heart right next to the body.
Okay.
Bruising on the wrist from the cargo straps holding him down.
Yep.
Inside stab wound. Chest cut open. Heart removed.
Why is there no putrefaction, it seems? I get this happened the night before, but this is in a very wild area. What do I... Okay. Okay.
Heart removed from chest. Strapped by the wrists. Definitely matches the previous murders. But this time the heart and the straps were left behind. More clues to work with. This makes 4 murders that we know about.
Okay. So far, it's... Okay, well, let me exit this. I know that there's
Who is our
footprints.
victim?
I bet this will tell
Who
me, hey,
killed
there's
him?
2 different kinds of footprints, so there's multiple
Need
killers.
to find more clues. Multiple people were here.
Yeah, there you go. bam,
Multiple
right there.
killers?
Barbecue beef. Barbecue beef? Barbecue flavor makes sense, but beef? Ooh, tripod?
Someone left in a hurry. Knocked the tripod over. Was it for a camera?
Well, I mean, what else are you going to be using it for unless you make... Unless it has some kind of custom attachment you see on top, it's probably a camera.
Someone was drinking beer. They spent time here. Waiting.
So probably human then. Demons don't drink beer. They're allergic to it. It's their version of garlic. I'm just making that shit up. You probably know that, though. I feel like I'm supposed to walk that way. Some jerry cans over here.
I'll be back in a second.
Roger.
What is this?
Locked. They really don't want people coming in here.
That's me pressing the WASD. I guess I have to press escape. Fucking song! I have to put it in the video. It's such a fun song to listen to. I also almost got some really good clips of. Battlefield. I was listening to Creed because I had to. Can you take me higher?
Anderson. Hey,
Stuck in my head.
let's get back to work over here, can we?
Hello, this is Agent Anderson and Agent Casey, FBI. We'd like to come in and ask a few questions pertaining to an investigation.
Station heads are not currently available. Access is restricted without their permission.
FBC.
Nice talking to you, too.
I mean, unless we have a warrant, we can't get, you know, we can't make them. Or exigent circumstances or something. Okay, so footprints went out this way. Oh, there's a little area over here. Those chairs look new enough. What is
A
this?
creepy twig sculpture? Wonder what's inside. I should take a look around for a way to
Confused?
open
Follow the
this thing.
steps. Wash your hands. Take the chicken out of the fridge. Take a nap. Oh. So, there's one of those. Do I need to like look around for the other ones? They gonna be hanging in trees? There's another one. Thought I heard something. That's why I got real quiet. Okay, I thought maybe I'd find more painted ones too, but like they're all the same kind of. What is
Hey
that?
there, Mr. Deer. You remind me of a dream I had.
Don't go near deer heads on walls. Alright, have you not seen Evil Dead? They will laugh at you. I'm all for hunting and stuff, but I don't get why people are so into taxidermy. Okay, what? There are so many of these triangle symbols. And they're all a bit different. And her jacket is very... Not the button I meant to hit. Let's be warned, you fellow trespassers. They say the lake is a caldera, something formed by an erupting volcano, or the sinkhole it leaves in its wake. But what if that's not true? What if something else, something less natural and much more man-made, intentional? I say the lake not formed by design and has a purpose. The lake is a hiding place. Beneath the calm surface lies a secret machinery ready to be activated at the press of a button. And the people with the button, they're in that big house by the lake, preparing it. I know it. Is he talking about the therapy house, I wonder? First drawing, waterline. Real caldera is made from volcano, lava. Second drawing, waterline, engineered structure, strange machines, question marks? So how do I get that box open? I thought maybe that note would have clues or like tell a story, and in that story it would mention. I guess my work phone went off. That's weird. It should be setting me as not at work right now, so I should not be receiving anything. So it wasn't my personal phone. Anyway, I thought it would give me maybe some hints. Okay, what symbols do we have? I don't even know how if you hit enter or what. Saw that in the house. Saw that. Oh, I bet this is wash your hands. So sink. Take your chicken out of the fridge. Take a nap. Oh, I'm stupid. Okay, so first one is hands, chicken fridge, nap. Hands, chicken fridge, nap.
Hey, Casey. What's the far's favorite shape?
Please, Anderson. Just one case without the
A triangle.
I don't get it.
Yes, you do.
So is that the first symbol because you wash your hands? Or is that the symbol because you wash in the bathroom? Okay. Left up, right down. Left up, right down. Yep. Okay. Take the chicken out of the fridge. Come on, lady. Stop falling on stuff. Her flashlight sucks ass, by the way. Chicken out of the fridge. Left down, right up again? I guess. Did I change this one already? Left down, right up. Left up, right down. Left up, right down. Was it this, or were they facing each other? Do I hit something else? Hands, chicken, nap. Hands. Left up, right down.
I'm getting flashbacks.
Oh.
Remember Ohio?
Up,
Sure.
down. Or down,
The
up.
North Side Slasher. But that case was completely different.
The trees, Anderson. He hid the bodies in the forest.
Don't take anything if you aren't one of the trees. Well, too bad, bitch. Nope. How do I...
Was he killed here or brought here after?
I'm trying to figure out what the controls are to look at my inventory. Control.
Display.
Oh. It's weird that you can have her pull out her flashlight, but she won't actually turn it on sometimes. There's a lot of paths around here. Like, I feel like there's so many places to look and go. But I feel like I'm not supposed to go anywhere yet. I'm just supposed to stay here and do this little thing real quick. But I want to explore so I don't miss things, but I don't want to leave so I don't want to miss things.
Forest can be a danger.
Dude, shut up. So there's something else I'm missing? The beers is not part of who the killers is? Really? Why? Why? Talk to somebody? Okay.
Any idea who the victim is?
Oh, I sure do. His name is Nightingale. He was FBI. He came to town
Oh.
about 13 years ago. I haven't heard a word about him since.
Remember he was taken out of Dr. Hartman's place when we were there. He was attacked there, right?
Nightingale?
Oh, yes. You probably knew him. Brothers in arms. Oh, and sisters.
So you knew our victim.
Well, I didn't recognize him in his current state. But yeah, I Ran into him a few times at Quantico. Never worked any cases together. After his partner got killed in the field, he went off the deep end. Got the boot pretty quick after that.
Wait, he was fired? So he wasn't working
So
for the
what
FBI
happened to
anymore?
Nightingale after the Bureau let him go?
I only know the rumors. Depression led to booze, booze led to paranoia. He got some wild ideas in his head, chased ghosts until he fell off the map. Guess he ended up here,
I bet there's more to that story.
but no happy ending.
Nightingale went missing 13 years ago. 2010.
Should've just waited.
All the other
It
victims.
was 2023.
Certainly fits the pattern. Makes me wonder what was going on that year.
Probably something this town wants to forget.
Alright, well. I wonder if it lets you... Okay, let me attempt to put something in the wrong place. See what it does. It just straight up will not let you.
Robert Nightingale, ex-FBI, came to Bright Falls 13 years ago.
I still don't understand how this drinking beer in the tripod does not help establish who the killers are. We know that there are people that have access to camera equipment, or some. At least a tripod, if there wasn't a camera, but, like, why would you bring the tripod and not a camera? Unless you're going to prop something else up would be the only other reason I could think of. Like, why you'd use one without a camera. We know that they drink beer, so they're not really very responsible, and that this is planned. We know that, because they were standing here and waiting here for an extended period of time, at least enough to drink a few beers for at least 2 people, and looks like smoke and eat, what, fast food or something? 100% beef? So, like, I'm just wondering what's the clue I'm missing? What is something super obvious just around here?
Large amount of blood on the table. The victim died here.
I think that's everything. For now, at least.
Why wouldn't I
Anything clicking?
notice that the first time I
Sure.
examined the table?
Need to think about it.
Okay, so he died on the table. I mean, that makes sense if his wrist strap wounds were pre-mortem.
Boot prints indicating multiple killers. Quite the party. They planned for the murder to happen here, passing the time with equipment ready. They were waiting for him.
Everything I just said.
But why Nightingale? He's been missing for 13 years.
Do we know if they're even waiting for him specifically?
Why here? Why now?
I mean, it would make sense. Because everyone that has died has gone missing before.
Get into the subject's head. See what they saw. Feel what they felt. Use
This is a
whatever
lot
I
different
know
than I was
about
gonna
them
be.
to guide my intuition to a revelation. Piece it together.
That looks a lot like a person. The way the deer, like the shadows, it looks like arms coming off and stuff. Oh, that's nice. They even have that wiggling around. Now I'm curious if they're going to do the classic, like a lot of people played Condemned. What Condemned did, where I'm going to be investigating someone and someone's going to reach up and smack and grab me, because the last time that happened, I screamed, fell out of my chair, yanked my headphones out, spilled water all over my keyboard, and my grandma laughed at me during it, because I was spending the time at her place at the time looking after her. What's this?
This mug always cheers me up.
Not the worst mom. Okay, so I'm a mother?
Agent Nightingale has been MIA for 13 years. How did he end up here?
Up from the lake that's not a lake. It's dark. He was there too. You are not allowed in the lake until he says otherwise.
Robert Nightingale came from the lake before his murder.
Okay, so she has supernatural abilities, apparently, because how else would the fuck she know that?
Nightingale was chosen as the victim. Why?
Find the switch. It goes click. Lights are off.
Clicker.
But somebody's home. Somebody's home.
This wasn't some random act of violence.
We
This
already
was
knew
a
that.
ritual.
Oh shit.
And Nightingale a component.
No shit.
They didn't see him as a person. More like a container for something.
We didn't know that. But no shit, it was plain and ritualistic. We've been literally tracking that it's a ritual. The fact that it's a ritual is how we know it's a series of murders. Or a serial killer. Oh! But, like, yeah. It's kind of silly to say. Interesting thought that they were using him as a vessel to hold something. I don't know how she knows that shit. Prices are fucking ridiculously reasonable, if I am reading them right. Pacific Grand Slam, $12.99. Really depends what that is. I really want to read these reports, though. Thought I was hearing some. Well. Now what? Said the game definitely grabs you. I did not expect to play as him. Profile of the victim. Well, I did. Was there...
The lake is connected to Nightingale somehow.
Casey, let's take a look down by the lake. Lead the way.
Sounds good. This way, right?
Right.
Okay, well, I'll just wait here.
Why? Really, they should have this whole... I mean, they've got caution tape, but like...
This one of your
You need to send up like a tent or something over the body.
I think Nightingale came up from that direction. From the lake.
Now that we know who
Probably
he
looking
is,
for shelter.
they'd probably bring in a
Safety.
lot more resources.
They were waiting for him.
When you're ready, I'd love to hear what you put together so far.
Sure. It's not that complicated. Nightingale was out in the woods alone at night, possibly nude. The killers knew he was here, ambushed him, dragged him to the campgrounds, strapped him to the table, cut his heart out. But then they were interrupted by those witnesses, the Bookers. The job is unfinished.
That seems pretty complicated to me. What was this guy doing skinny dipping at this time of year?
Haven't figured that part out yet.
Mm-hmm. Lots of questions.
Lots of answers for us to find.
I didn't know trees got that big.
A witch with no heart. A strange echo of Al murder.
It looks like a lot like the one woman. Witch's Ladle. There's no mystery in Cauldron Lake being named after its cauldron shape, and yet there are many mysterious stories about the lake. It being a gloomy doorway to the underworld, or of a witch whose cauldron the lake really was. Legend tells that when the affections of a local chef were unanswered, he accused the lady in question of having bewitched him. She was drowned, but after her dropped ladle grew into a strange tree named Witch's Ladle. The woman returned to avenge her wrongdoers. If she was not a witch before, she was one now. We need some comments in here. She killed the sheriff, drowning him in the lake. Then she took out his heart and locked it in a box. With the heart, she would summon him from the lake to exact revenge on her behalf, or so the legend goes. That's why there's a hole in her chest. Interesting. I was like, oh, it's for people's faces so they can stand back there. Okay, yeah, that is the same tree I saw from in the distance. I was like, one of the trees looked way taller than the others. That's really cool.
There's a piece of paper on the ground. Tracks. Barefoot. Nightingales? They come out from under the boulder.
Makes no sense.
Okay, like, if this wasn't all weird, the victim was one of the Yeah, the victim was one there too. I can't read this shit. I'm not even gonna try. Oh, she'll pick it up. Okay. Would have been good to know that game.
A page full of text on one side. Not a printout. Written with a typewriter. Old school. Lines scratched out and edits added with a pen.
Like a manuscript.
Ooh.
Page of story. Killer left a message.
It's for us. The text is about us. The victim was one of their own. FBI Special Agent Robert Nightingale. And then there was the page they found. The first step down into terrifying depths.
Reading
the words.
These words felt like a message.
Felt like a message.
Someone knew they were here. Someone playing a game with them. An invitation. How could they not accept?
Even if they knew it would end up hurting them. Someone's been watching us.
Playing a sick game with us.
You were right.
Alright, I'm gonna have to call it here. I just spilled a bunch of shit on the ground on accident because I'm fucking smart. I'm gonna immediately record the next one after I clean up. But I gotta go vacuum. Okay, bye.